In a democracy, elections are the recognized means through which citizens determine who lead them in government. This organized process is expected to be intrinsically free and fair in order to pass as a true expression of the wish of the people. The 2023 general election is one that Nigerians looked forward to, with high hopes for many reasons. Never has life been as horrendous for Nigerians as it is presently. Hunger, poverty, terror and despair plagues the masses who only managed to get by. With the hope of revival deeply invested in a change of a government that would bring on board leaders who would heed the voice of the masses, Nigerians were happy to have the assurances of President Muhammadu Buhari for free, fair and peaceful elections. To this effect, the signing of the electoral law by the president was greeted with so much joy because many believed the mileage was a major headway to curbing electoral malpractices. On his part, the INEC chairman Mahmood Yakubu reinforced the president's promise to Nigerians and further emphasized the commission's reserve to ensure a transparent process.
It was laying a strong foundation for free and fair elections. I urge every citizen, therefore, to go out to vote for their candidates of choice without fear, because security shall be provided and your vote shall count.
The Commission will upload polling unit level results, and citizens will have access to those results in real time as we upload to the polling units.
The people keyed into these promises. While voter sensitization was ongoing on the media and various channels, including the Catholic churches, there was an unprecedented mass voter registration and collection of permanent voter cards. On February 25, 2023, the day of the general elections, the polling units across the nation witnessed a massive turnout of voters. Defying the scorching sun and rains, the electorate stayed in long queues to cast their ballot. For many, the first shock was the late arrival of electoral officials and election materials, which consequently delayed accreditation. Additionally, the unfortunate malfunctioning of the beavers, the bimodal voter accreditation system machines, was recorded across the regions. Despite these numerous hitches, voters remained resilient, demonstrating their patriotism. Most stayed back at the polls late into the night after casting their votes to participate in the vote counting. Some even paid the supreme price in this process. In some polling units across the country, the voting process was disrupted by thuggery, voter intimidation, snatching of ballot boxes, vandalization of polling booths, and massive thumbprinting for some parties. Even more disturbing were the collusion of officials with overambitious politicians and a gross failure of the security architecture, which led to the eruption of violence at some polling stations. It was not surprising that at the Result Collation Center, many opposition parties expressed their dissatisfaction with the entire process, which further corroborated widespread claims of too many electoral infractions, even on the parts of INEC.
The growth rate might be impaired.
Most of the results that have come so far were made observation. From the one that you have even declared here, we observed overvotings, and we have received from our own agent that the upload from the beavers has not been taking place. So we therefore are not going to accept what we are presenting to us here.
If these results they are uploading or they are giving to us here had been uploaded before presenting to Nigerians, so that it is consistent with what the Electoral Act has requested the Commission to do.
The desire of most Nigerians is that this process should be seen as free, fair, and transparent.
Because in the assault I have received for the past 3 days, they have failed to recognize the difference between the scope and the rec of Rivers State. When there are crises in polling units, the attack is on my phone and myself that I'm responsible. When beavers fail to function, the attack is equally on my phone. For now, coalition is hereby adjourned. I thank you for your time.
Despite a walkout protest by some party agents and their attendant press conferences, several allegations of voter disenfranchisement, pockets of protests about beavers' failure, embarrassing irregularities with the IRF, disputed election results, and a call by many respectable individuals and organizations like the church for a review of the elections, the commission hurriedly concluded results collation and declared a president-elect.
Since they have seen that things were not recorded according to the prescriptions put in place, I think we all have to support that we must verify it, we must investigate it, and let INEC tell us the truth about what they have given us.
These controversies trailing the February 25th elections threaten our teething democracy as well as national unity and security. In spite of the seeming disregard for the poor masses who passionately exercise their franchise and long to see their votes count, the Catholic Church in Nigeria remains steadfast in advocating that only a truly free and fair electoral process can guarantee lasting peace and progress in the nation.
Dear friends, as you can see, the experiences that marked the last election of 25th of February 2023 were in themselves sufficiently embarrassing, frustrating, and worrisome. Nevertheless, we salute the resilience and the commitment of Nigerians who came out in their thousands to exercise their franchise despite all odds. The challenges were sufficiently enormous and embarrassing: conflicts, violence, thuggery, and obvious abuse of the rule of law. But we know that we have a duty to strengthen our democracy, and democratic process and culture cannot thrive in the circumstance of conflict, wars, and obvious abuse of power. Therefore, we are encouraging one another to contribute maximally to the development of our democratic process and peace. Our society cannot thrive in the absence of peace. But peace is not enough in itself. Peace is a product of justice. There must be justice, there must be fairness, there must then be growth. And therefore we call on the government of the day to stand up straight, the INEC and the judiciary, to ensure that justice must be done and seem to be done, and done indeed. God bless Nigeria.